just Shaykh Ahmed Qabbani, he said to us, he said, when I was a student here in the same school many years ago, he said, I wasn't convinced by anything here. He said, my father dropped me off and he came from a very rich family, very, very rich family. He said, my father wanted me to come and study Islamic studies in the school here. So he said, I was only about 12 years old and he dropped me off to the school. He said, I wasn't convinced with any of this stuff, any of this learning and books and nothing that was going on convinced me. I wanted to be in a normal school like the rest of my brothers and everyone. He said, the first year passed and I passed with flying colors. He said, I used to memorize everything. Wasn't convinced with anything, but I used to memorize everything, right? And he was very intelligent. He said, the first year I memorized everything, passed with flying colors. Second year I passed everything, wasn't convinced. Third year I passed everything, wasn't convinced. The fourth year came, and that's when my life changed. The fourth year came, and that's when my life changed. He said, I was there for 3 years. Nothing convinced me. The books didn't convince me. He said, in the fourth year of school, Shaykh Husamuddin Farfur walked into the class. Shaykh Husamuddin Farfur walked into the classroom, and I was gobsmacked. I said, wow. He said, I looked at him from head to toe, and I said, wow. And then when he left, when the Shaykh left from the classroom, he said, I followed after him. And when the Shaykh reached the car park, I saw that he was driving a Mercedes, and I said, wow. I said, a Shaykh can dress like this and can drive a car like that? He said, that's what convinced me. The appearance of Shaykh Husamuddin Farfur convinced me. He's beautiful. And then he explained to us, he said to us, and then after that, after this one, he looked at the Shaykh once, right? And that one looking into a man of Allah was greater than 3 years of study. Was greater than 3 years of study. One look was greater than 3 years of study. And then he became one of the closest students to the Shaykh, such that the Shaykh said, he is my Khalifa, he is my deputy. And when Shaykh Ahmed Qabbani was teaching us, that actual lesson was for his Shaykh Husamuddin, who when he couldn't attend, Shaykh Ahmed Qabbani would take over in his place. And then he explained to us, he said, people who have imamas, everyone's imama, the cloth of everyone's imama is normal. It's bought from the marketplaces. And he said, but Shaykh Husamuddin, he buys the most expensive cloth for his imama. He's very particular. And then he told us about the Shaykh's jubba. A normal jubba in Damascus used to cost 5,000 liras. How much? 5,000 liras. He told us that Shaykh Husamuddin's jubba, a single jubba of his, used to cost between 25 and 30,000 liras. Between 25 and 30,000 liras. This was the difference. And he said, when I saw his car, I said, whoa, the Shaykh he can live in class. Right? That's what he said. And you know, when I saw Shaykh Husamuddin, I saw all of those qualities in him. Right? And I saw his generosity when he walked amongst poor people. When he walked amongst poor people, he looked like Imam Abu Hanifa radiallahu anhu. Why? Because Imam Abu Hanifa radiallahu anhu, during the day, he would dress very elegantly and very slick and very smart. Why? So that the poor approach him so that he can give them. I saw Shaykh Husamuddin with my own eyes when he was walking out of the Umayyad mosque. The poor were gathering around him and only 500 notes of 500 liras were coming out. That's like a note of £100, which doesn't exist. Right? Notes of 500 liras were just coming out, just flowing out his pocket. And that it doesn't stop there. The generosity of Shaykh Husamuddin was such that I met so many foreign students, And the one who narrated this to me, he was a Bosnian student, who told me that there are so many families of foreign students in Damascus who Shaykh Husamuddin has taken charge of all of their provision, their rent, their food, and their monthly income is upon Shaykh Husamuddin's personal pocket. Upon his personal pocket. And he does not earn from teaching. There were 3 teachers in our school. There were 3 teachers in our school who did not have a wage. Shaykh Abdul Razzaq al Halabi and his 2 deputies. Shaykh Abdul Razzaq al Halabi rahmatullah alayhi and his 2 deputies. Shaykh Abdul Fattah al-Bizm and Shaykh Husamuddin Fafood. Someone asked Shaykh Abdul Razzaq al Halabi rahmatullah alayhi one day, Sayyidi, why don't you take a wage from the school? You're a teacher here, like everyone else. And the Shaykh said, I should be paying the students who allow me to come and sit amongst them. I should be paying the students who allow me to come and sit amongst them. He said, these are students who when they leave their homes, the angels spread out their wings for them. And he used to say to his student and his deputy, our teacher Shaykh Abdul Fattah al-Bizm rahmatullah, hafizahullah, he used to say to him, if you instruct me, I would clean this school with my beard. Why? Because he knew that this school is not a school which is treaded by dirty shoes. It's a school in which the wings of the angels are spread. He said, I would clean this with my own beard.